One of the greatest Nobel laureates in literature, and that's winners of the Nobel Prize in our world today, also happens to be a musician. Bob Dylan was included in the Academy in 2016, and he moved in among the ranks of Alice Munro and John Steinbeck and Doris Lessing and Ernest Hemingway. And if you read his lyrics and complex rhyme schemes, you could understand why he moves in with those wonderful Nobel Prize winners. But as a wannabe writer myself, there's something I learned that the true gift, the wonderful gift of the writer often comes out in taking the complex or whatever and sort of reducing it down into just a few words even. Take Bob Dylan's song "Knockin' on Heaven's Door," a song about a Midwestern sheriff who lays dying. "Mama, take this badge off me. I can't use it anymore. It's getting dark, too dark to see. I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. Mama, take these guns from me. Put them on the ground. There's a long black cloud coming down, and I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door." Complex themes mixed in with all of those words. But Bob Dylan wasn't the first person to write about knocking on heaven's door. If you go back 2,000 years ago, the Apostle Paul writes to a small little village called Philippi. And Paul says, "For me to live is Christ, but to die is gain." Paul is saying to them, I really don't know what I want more. I really want to go to be with God and to be with Jesus, but somehow you folks, you sort of want me to stay here. And isn't it amazing that Paul, in his eventual death, he sees it as gain, that there's something that he's really looking forward to. In many ways, the truth is that we're all knocking on heaven's door, and we can push it to the side and we can pretend that it's possibly going to happen to someone else. I can eat all the yogurt I want and do all the exercise I want and everything else. But the reality of it is that at one day the long black cloud is going to come down and that door is going to open. But Paul grabbed hold to something special, you see. Paul was holding on to the gospel of the good news of Jesus Christ, that in his death, Jesus stepped in and took the place of death. He wasn't captive to death. He wasn't a victim to death. He didn't come under the clutches of death or anything else. It's as a friend of mine pointed out a little while ago, it's like Jay in the movie Men in Black, when Jay is swallowed up by this alien grasshopper. From inside of the grasshopper, Jay finds his gun and he blows up the alien from the inside. In many ways, Jesus has blown up death, and where death once was, Jesus now occupies that space. And that's what Paul is getting at, that Jesus occupies the place of death. And when he says there's gain in death, well, to go into that place, that Jesus is already there, that he's not going to be more dead, as a matter of fact, that he's going to be more alive than he ever was. There's this beautiful line in the creed of the United Church of Canada, and it says this: "In life, in death, and life beyond death, we are not alone. God is with us. Thanks be to God." It's really saying that in life, Jesus is with us. In death, Jesus is with us. In life beyond death, Jesus is in that space. He is still there. And I encourage you today to put your hope and to put your faith and to put your trust in Jesus, the one who occupies that space in death and that one day we will occupy that space ourselves, and he will be there. Let us encourage one another with those wonderful words that Jesus is with us always, even unto death. And it's wonderful today that we have Jim Von Evans with us. And Jim is a worship leader at Open Door, and he's going to share one of his favorite tunes from Bob Dylan. Bless you, and have a great week.
Mama, take this badge off of me, 'cause I can't use it anymore. There's a long dark cloud and it's coming on down, and I feel like I'm knocking on heaven's door. I can hear